Hello everyone, this is Jimmy and welcome to episode 5 of All the Mods 3 Expert Mode. Today I want to go dive back into the Nether, which if I can remember where we put our portal, is down here. However, before I go back to the Nether, I think we should make some equipment. So at the very least some armor and maybe make our sword a little better. Ordinarily I'd like to make a ranged weapon too. Actually, can I make a shuriken on this table? I cannot. But all the good Tinker's range weapons need a tool forge, I believe is what it's called. And that requires empower, so we're not quite at that stage yet. However, we can at least make armor, I think. Maybe iron? What about mana steel? Can we make mana steel gear? We can. Mana steel gear when you have mana in here. I mean, it's basically iron, I think. Yeah, at that point, let's just make it out of iron. Yeah, anticipate the regular way. That'll be some not terribly great, but very cheap armor. So let's start with that. What was this? Is this? It is Psy. Let's say it's been a long time since I've seen Psy used in a pack. We'll see when that unlocks. All right, and then the other thing I kind of would like to make is the glider. It's dangerous to rely too much on the glider in the Nether, but it is nice to have. Especially because we don't have any form of teleportation. You know, we don't have like a staff of traveling or anything. I'm gonna take a quick look around actually. Is there anywhere that looks like there might be a desert? It doesn't look like it. If I can find a desert, usually actually maybe there. Let's take a quick look in the overworld. If I can find a desert and find a staff of traveling, I'll feel much safer. There's a trick you can do. How exactly does this work? I think it's like this. No, how do I take the glider out? There we go. And then you can kind of fly. Kind of, sort of, almost. I think I'm doing something wrong. Let me figure out how to do this. Yeah, it's very much poor man's flight, but you can get like short bursts of flight by using the longsword with the glider, by charging it up and then releasing it. But you can't get very high off the ground, so it's like very hard to climb. And I found that it seems to randomly cancel itself after a while. And that I'm not quite sure why. Anyways, I found a village, so I'm gonna look for a blacksmith in here, because if we can get a proper staff of traveling, this becomes a lot easier. But yeah, if you look at, see, I've gained some altitude here. This isn't too bad. Huh, cool. Anyways, let's check out this village. As always, when you raid villages, take their books. We'll use them for enchanting later. Well, here's a blacksmith. Furnaces are kind of annoying to make, so I'll steal those. Everything I found so far is empty, though. So, oh no, this wasn't empty. Nice. I was about to say, I suspect that magic could. That loot might not generate in here, but turns out loot does generate. But it didn't have anything useful, unfortunately. I'm just going to steal the rest of the bookcases from places that have them, and we can probably move on. I think I've gotten the hang of flying around like this. You have a maximum rate that you can climb. Basically, you just charge your longsword up all the way and then release it. And if you try to click too fast, you don't actually climb any faster. And sometimes you accidentally cancel the glider and fall. But yeah, you can fly around quite easily this way. I'm quite liking it. So what I'm looking for specifically is a desert, because it's easy to find desert temples in deserts, and they have a lot of loot in them, and specifically, they might have a staff of traveling. If I don't find one soon, I'll probably just, forget it because it's not that important. Like, I think I'm confident enough in my ability to longsword glide that I can use it in the Nether. I would like to, avoid flying over lava if possible, but in a pinch, this can get you around. What is this in the distance? Like a floating thing of marble? Huh. Quartz. A dropper? Wait. Oh, I still have my glider up. Alright, so interesting. It's a named book, but it doesn't have anything written in it, does it? Nope. Weird. It's a lot of quartz here. See if I can scale to the top. Do I have any ladders? No. I don't even have much in terms of building blocks. What do I have in my crate? Sure. We should be able to build to the top. Huh, nothing up here. If I dig down here, I assume that leads me to the dispenser eventually. I guess I can gather a bunch of quartz here. Can I turn quartz blocks back into quartz dust by any chance? In a pulverizer, I guess? Well, I'm sure it'll be useful. That doesn't look like there's anything here. And underneath, maybe? Eh? I guess I can bust in from the bottom. But I doubt there's anything there either. I have no clue what the purpose of this structure is, but we can get glowstone from it. Woohoo! Alright, let's continue heading back. Well, the expedition was a bust, but if nothing else, I learned how to sword fly from it, so I'd say that was worth. Let's just go to the Nether now. So my goal this trip to the Nether is to get some quartz, diamond, and glowstone dust. I would love to get cobalt and ardite, but it looks like those are steel mining level, and steel is not refined iron in this pack. Normally, steel and refined iron are interchangeable, but steel in a, let's see, smeltery is only steel ingot. There is no refined iron ingot is not accepted in place of steel. So given that, we're not at steel mining tier yet, which means we can't mine cobalt and ardite, which is a shame. But at least we can get the other stuff. So I guess I'll get some netherrack while I'm here too. Let's see. Okay, so there are nether ores. Do these process into 2 ores? They do. Nice. Alright, I'm just gonna take a look around and hopefully not die. That looks like diamond. Aha! Whoa! Well, that was unexpected. We didn't even get it. Does that upset pigmen if I mine ores? I think they're mad at me. Do you agree? Are you mad at me? You're mad at me. That's not cool. Don't be mad at me. Please don't be mad at me. Alright, well, good to know that mining nether ores upsets pigmen in this pack. I don't appear to be taking damage from them, but I think it might just because my hearts are desynced. I think it's because I have more than 1 bar of hearts right now. I also don't want that gas to unlight my portal. There you go. Now my hearts are synced again. Alright, well, mining ores upsets pigmen. Good to know. And they blow up sometimes. For some reason. Anyways, I'm going to look around again. Alright, time to get returned to sender. Let's see how many tries it takes. Aha, I did it. Do I get a gas tier? I do. Nice. Anyways, I can't seem to find rhyme or reason to why the ores blow up sometimes. It's just like you hit it and they blow up. So, yeah, that happens. And when it blows up, like even if you stand pretty far away, it tends to knock you down. Which is really annoying because I don't know how to safely mine then. Anyways, apparently draconium is mineable. Which is nice, I guess. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but doubt there's much I can do with it at this point. Yeah, so when mining this ore, like I want to stand as far away as possible so that if it blows up and there's lava under it, I don't get sent into the lava. I think that's what I want to do. I definitely don't want to get sent into the lava. Did I mark my portal? I didn't do that, did I? I should go back and mark it before I lose track of where it is. I may have already lost track of where it is. Here's somewhere. Ah, there it is. I did mark it. It's just the waypoint color is like invisible. Let's change that real quick. Blue is pretty visible, right? Yeah, that'll do. Also found dimensional shard ore. Nice. Oh cool, we can get emeralds too, if they don't explode. This exploding ore thing, really annoying. I'm not, like, I remember it was also, there were exploding ores in Project Ozone 2. But I remember at least the ores in that pack, you had, like, when they were about to explode, they make like a hissing sound. So you could tell, you know, in advance that, hey, the ores around here are about to explode, but not here. Alas. Should probably just be gathering as much of this stuff as I can. Yeah, it's like, geez, thanks, ore. Apparently exploding ores can get you cobalt and ardite. Ah, that gives me an idea. If I just get cobalt ore, can I refine that into... yeah, can I refine cobalt ore, or I guess I have ardite. Can I refine that into an ingot? I can macerate it and then smelt it. And then I can turn that into a pickaxe head. Uh-huh. Right? I can turn that into a pickaxe head, which has steel level mining, which can allow me to mine cobalt and ardite. I've beaten you, game. Alright, that was a very convenient explosion. I'm going to try to trigger more explosions that are... Actually, I wonder, can I set it off with placed ores? I doubt it, but I'm going to try for a little bit. It seems like you can't set it off with ores you place, but if I just mine these, maybe one of them will blow up that cobalt. Maybe not. But it did upset the pigmen. Alright, I got what I came for here. Let's get out of here before that blaze kills me, because I can't really fight blazes. Well, all said, I'd say that went pretty well. I got all the glowstone and stuff that I wanted. Got blaze powder from something. It must be one of the mob drops. A gas tier. Anyways, let's go process our diamonds into actual diamonds. So I think if I, let's see, take the ore, I can smelt it into 2. Seems to be more or less the best I can do. And macerate it into 5. Is that better than smelting it into 2 and then breaking it with Fortune 1? I think so. Alright, let's do that then. Oh, macerator's in use. Whatever, I'll just smelt it into 2 and break it by hand. Really exciting thing though is that we have this ardite now. So if I take you, let's process the ardite next, and then the gold, and then the silver. Alright, so that processes into 2 ardite powder, which can turn into an ardite pickaxe, which has steel mining level. Haha. I also used up all my food, so I may as well expand this farm a little. Even if it's just only growing basic wheat. You know, more basic wheat is better than less wheat, right? Oh cool, worms. I didn't know we had worms. I mean, I guess it makes sense, we have actual additions. Actually, I don't even know if worms work with crop sticks. I see no reason they wouldn't. They probably do. Alright, so anyways, I'm just gonna plant more wheat along here. Alright, time to pop our diamonds. Fortunately, only have Fortune 1 on our pick, so we're only gonna get, I think, 1 or 2 per. I think I should have taken up the macerator on 5 diamonds per nether ore. I'll keep that in mind for next time. Because I had 10 ores, 10 nether ores to begin with. So I would have 50. Instead, I have about half that. Less than half that. Whoops. Oh well, let's upgrade our pickaxe to steel tier. So first of all, let's repair it, because that's easy, that repair material is easy to get. And this is Ardite. Alright, so I'm going to try to swap that Ardite for manual, or no, it's Cobalt I think is better for tools, right? And manual is better for weapons. So I'm going to try to swap it for Cobalt when I get the chance. But first I want to go get some Cobalt and Ardite, because that unlocks the excavate modifier. And that's what I really want, right? Because, yeah, slime balls and manual ingots. And I assume this can be made in a smeltery at least. Alloying, yeah, Cobalt and Ardite. Cool. Yeah, and now our Ardite pickaxe can just mine Ardite directly. And this stuff is pretty hard. How many excavate modifiers do I get per one? And I think I need about, I think each one increases the number of blocks you can vein mine by, 1. So I need 20, maybe 10-ish for it to be really worthwhile. I'm going to spend a little bit of time mining here, I guess. Convenient thing about mining these ores, the Tinker's ores, is that they neither explode nor piss off the pigmen, so it's a lot safer. I've managed to upset a patently ridiculous number of pigmen on accident. I mined an ore while they were all looking, apparently. Whoa! You teleported to me. That was weird. You ghost teleported to me. Anyways, I think I'm just going to avoid mining the ores that upset them. It's not worth the trouble. Alright, I managed to get out of the nether with a fair bit of cobalt and ardite, so I am content. Let's go ahead and macerate all that down to double it. While that works, I'll go pay a visit to one of the slime islands, I think. Probably the easiest way to get slime here. We can do blue slime, right? Yeah, blue or purple slime. Where is the nearest slime island? Maybe this one? Or the one over the ocean? Easier to build over land. Okay, let's get over here. Just pillaring up to the slime island. We're most of the way there. Alright, and we made it. And thankfully there are some slime trees on this island to raid. And a bunch of slime, in the slime pool. So yeah, I'll use this slime just to be able to make those upgrades. Although first I have to not die to these slime balls. Alright, this slime island provided us with a lot of slime and a handful of saplings. And I can even eat these. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have eaten it. It's a lot of slowness. It's a nice jump boost though. Anyways, I guess I jump like a slime now. Let's head back to our base. Hopefully our ardite and cobalt are done processing, and we can upgrade our pickaxe to cobalt tier and get some excavation on it. Gliding back home from the slime island, that's a blessing. We should be able to make it in one shot. Oh, easily. We'll have height to spare. I love the glider. It makes traveling so much more bearable. Oh, silly me. I didn't, wait, I don't need these. I didn't chunk load the chunk that the macerator was in, so it wasn't running the whole time I was at the slime island. So we've only got a little bit of cobalt. I guess I can take some of this and turn it into cast a sword blade to upgrade our longsword. Because I've been using the flint one all along, and it's not that good. Keep getting it mixed up. Cobalt is for tools, and manulin is for weapons. So we'll swap this to cobalt. It's the same. Oh, is it actually better? Mining speed 12. Oh yeah, mining speed goes way up. Durability goes down a little bit, and that's really all there is to it. We lose a stonebound trait, but that's not a big deal. It's a much faster pickaxe, and that's what counts. So while we're upgrading our tools, may as well upgrade our shovel and mattock as well, so they're no longer these super slow flint tools. I need 2 shovel heads and 1 axe head. So this should result in some much better tools, much higher durability, much higher speed. Yeah, I like it. And likewise, much higher durability, much higher speed. So if I use this to go chop trees now, better, much better. All right, anyways, I have my cobalt and ardite powders now, so let's mix the two of these so that we can get some manulin. All right, let's make our excavate modifiers, all 20 of them. I'm not actually quite sure. The configs say 25 is the maximum on a tool. So I guess let's start by putting 10 on a pickaxe and see how much that is. If that's enough to be, you know, to like work with, I'll put the rest on my axe for cutting trees. I guess I can try by just mining out some stone, right? Let's see if we can mine out all of this stone. We should be able to. Yep. I also need food. I'm gonna try just vein mining some stone to see how much, you know, area I can clear in one go. Let's dig in a little bit so I don't hit anything useful. Alright. So that's how much I can get at once. That's enough. I'm mostly gonna use it not for like clearing terrain, but just for you know, actually mining resources. So I'll go put the rest on my axe to make clearing trees easy, you know, gathering wood easier. Alright, let's try this on trees now. The trees are not quite touching, so I don't always get that much value out of it. But yeah, I can, you know, clear a bunch of trees at once. This is so much faster at getting wood than what it was before. I'm quite content. That'll save a lot of time. The next thing you do after you can, you know, dig very quickly with your tools is to make them unbreakable. So I'm going to head back down to our obsidian spot there. Now that we have some ore excavator, I should be able to rip up, you know, a whole layer of obsidian at once, which is much faster than trying to mine them one piece at a time with a slow pickaxe. We can also do stuff like, nice. It just feels good to do that, you know? The feeling of saving time. Anyways, where is our lava? Oh, I forgot to save some anulin to upgrade our sword with. Oops. I should hopefully have some left. And here's our obsidian. Alright, let's see how many pieces we can get in one go. Hopefully it'll be like 20, 30-ish. Let's see. $44. Well, that's better than I wish for. But yeah, I'm gonna need to get a fair bit of this so I can make the unbreakable or unbreaking modifiers. Alright, let's see about upgrading our sword now. So, longsword blade, its attack more than doubles and it picks up the insatiable trait, which makes it deal more damage. Which costs more durability, but that's fine. I'm happy for my you know, I'd rather my weapon deal more damage. And we have a couple spare ingots for repair. Anyways, now what I want to do is to make the unbreaking modifiers, I just have to make a bunch of blank casts. So I think that's all I do. Yep, pour gold onto an empty casting table. We can use the one that I accidentally made earlier, which is somewhere, I'm sure. Found it. Step one is to turn these turn these into reinforcement modifiers, and then come over to the tinker station. These take one modifier slot each, so with 4 I can only apply 4 of them, and each one provides 20% reinforcement. So by applying 40% of them, it's 80% reinforced. That means that 80% of the time it won't use durability. If you get that up to 100%, you can see how that would make a unbreakable tool. Let's do the same here. Again, it only has 4 modifiers right now, but because we have tool leveling in the pack, all I have to do is use this tool a little bit and it'll level up and get the 5th modifier. So I need another like 900 EXP on that and 1700 EXP on this. But just by doing like that, we get, you know, well, that was only 40. I think you get 1 EXP per block broken. So I guess if I head over to the sand area and just start digging up a bunch of sand, this should make gathering sand so much easier. And indeed it is. Now we get like upwards of a stack per go instead of a single piece. So technically the Matic is not a shovel for sand, so like it doesn't get its speed bonus, but that's apparently fine because, you know, when you ore excavate, you get a stack at a time. And pretty soon, just keep in mind it does use up a lot of your food, so you need to keep eating. But pretty soon, oh, my inventory's also full. Oh, it's leveling up really slowly, huh? This is taking a bit longer than I expected to level it up. I guess because the Matic is technically not the right tool for sand, it doesn't get EXP for it. Right? So yeah, if I do it on dirt, however, I think that does count. Yeah, so I guess I don't know, I'll dig up some dirt for no good reason. Don't even need it, but I just need my tool to be unbreakable. There we go, got the level up, so now I can go back and apply the upgrade. And unbreakable. The durability bar also goes away because it's irrelevant at that point. Alright, so I'm going to do the same thing with our pickaxe, just, you know, clearing some cobble out to get it unbreakable. Sometimes I use this as a way of finding ores too. Like I'll just clear out a bunch of, you know, stuff and eventually I'm bound to run into some ores, right? Well, the way the ore gen happens in this pack, that does, you know, it's all the ores are basically up against the cavern walls. So by clearing all that area, I actually found no ores in the process. Anyways, I did get my last modifier, so let's also make our pickaxe unbreakable. Voila. And now I can probably go back to the Nether, and if I have to get a little bit more cobalt and ardite to max out the trait on this, the excavate trait. I think I need like another 30-ish mandolin ingots. Before I do that though, there's one thing I want to try, and that is I want to make the ring of magnetization. It only takes a bunch of mana steel, 8 mana steel I think it was, and iron and a gold. So let's see about making that. And I think if I just keep planting and growing new trees, I can keep that munch dew fed pretty well. Maybe? I'm not going to eat it? Huh. It's one of my favorite magnets in the game because it has a couple nice features. First of all, you can wear it in your baubles. It turns itself off automatically for a couple seconds when you throw an item, so you don't automatically pick the item back up. Sounds obvious, but you'd be surprised how many magnets don't do that and make it impossible to actually throw items away. And lastly, there's a Botania flower that can turn it off in a localized area, so it doesn't mess with your automation. So yeah, it's because of all those features, basically the only magnet that can compete with it, in my opinion, is the Draconic Evolution one, and that is way higher in the tech tree. Alright, so, cool. I think with that, we now have our tools nice and upgraded. Before we go back to the Nether, let's upgrade our armor to diamond tier. It's these diamonds they're pretty easy to come by now that we can mine the Nether. 24 turns out to be exactly how many you need to make a set of armor. Nifty. We'll store these here, and I'm gonna head back and do some more mining. This sword is really good against pigmen. One rather annoying thing about these explosions combined with Vein Miner, when I mine more than a couple pieces at a time, like the odds of triggering an explosion are so high that it's practically guaranteed. So it's like I get so many explosions. It's like, come on, game. Do you really need to do this to me? Oh well. Here's what I got from, I don't know, maybe about 10-ish minutes of mining in the Nether. I'm not actually sure if it's better than mining the overworld, especially considering that you don't get lapis and redstone. But for some of these ores, like well, I guess some, you know, like diamond, you don't only get in the Nether, right? But 29 Nether diamond ores times 5, that's what, like over 2 stacks of diamonds. That'll be great. It'll take it a little while to process down, but it'll just run. At least as long as I have fuel. It looks like I'm running low on fuel. There we go. Alright, so that'll easily process all of our ores down. Anyways, let's wrap up this episode here. We unfortunately didn't get that much done quest-wise. In fact, we got a whole 1 quest done today, but we were able to upgrade ourselves from no armor up to diamond armor and up to get to some very good tools. In fact, let's do actually one more quick thing. That quartz, where is it? Let's go use that to upgrade our weapon. I guess only regular quartz works. May as well, here, let's see. So it starts at 11 damage. Instead of putting in 5 modifiers, I want to leave 1 modifier for looting, but instead of putting unbreakable on the sword, I'd rather just deal with repairing the sword and put sharpness on it instead. So I guess that's all the quartz I had. At some point I'll visit that structure and dig it up more to do more damage. But in any event, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.